There's an undeniable attraction that pulls me toward them, but the emotions are far from simple. I'm trying to make sense of how I feel, questioning whether this is just a fleeting moment or something more profound. Every time I'm around them, it's like my heart races and my thoughts get lost in the moment. But I can't help but wonder if this feeling will pass or if it's something I need to confront head on. The pull I feel toward them is strong and it's hard to ignore, but with that attraction comes confusion. Is this just a passing fancy, or is it the beginning of something more meaningful? I can't stop thinking about them, and it's becoming more than just physical attraction. There's a deeper connection I'm craving, but I'm not sure if it's real or if it's just something my heart wants to believe. Attraction is a powerful force, and when it's directed toward someone you never expected, it can leave you questioning everything. I find myself wondering whether this connection is meant to be or just a fleeting distraction. The thoughts I have about them are more than just surface level desires. There's something about their presence that sparks something in me, and I can't help but wonder where this attraction might take me. I don't know what to do with the feelings I have for them. It's like they've crept into my heart and mind without warning, and now I'm stuck in a whirlwind of emotions, torn between excitement and uncertainty. It's hard to ignore the attraction I feel, but at the same time, I can't help but question whether this is something worth pursuing. The uncertainty of it all is both exciting and nerve-wracking. The more time I spend thinking about them, the more I realize how little I understand about my own feelings. There's a mixture of longing, curiosity, and confusion that I can't seem to shake. I'm drawn to them in a way that feels natural, but also unsettling. I don't know if I'm ready to explore what this attraction means, or if it's just something that will fade with time. It's strange how quickly attraction can turn into something more complex. I find myself wondering if what I feel is a passing desire or the beginning of a deeper connection I'm too afraid to face. The thought of being with them lingers in my mind, but there's also fear of the unknown and fear of what it might mean for everything I've built. Yet, I can't help but be pulled toward them, unable to ignore the feelings that rise up every time I see them. It's not just about looks. There's something about them that captivates me in ways I can't explain. Every interaction leaves me wanting more, and yet I'm unsure if I'm ready to let this attraction become something real. This attraction, I feel, is like a spark that has the potential to grow into something huge, but I can't tell if it's worth igniting. There's so much uncertainty, and I'm unsure if I'm ready for what might come next. There's a complexity to attraction that I'm only beginning to understand. I'm drawn to them, yet I'm also afraid of what that means for my future, for my relationships, and for my own heart. I'm constantly questioning my own feelings, wondering if this attraction is a sign of something deeper or just a fleeting moment. It's hard to distinguish between what's real and what's just the excitement of the unknown. Attraction can be a powerful force, but it's also a confusing one. I'm caught between wanting to explore what I feel and the fear of what might happen if I do. Every time I think about them, I'm torn between the excitement of the attraction and the fear of what it could lead to. It's like I'm standing on the edge of something new and unknown, and I'm not sure if I should jump or pull back. Attraction is a strange thing. It sneaks up on you when you least expect it. And now that it's here, I'm left wondering whether I should act on it or keep my distance and let it fade on its own. I'm drawn to them, but I can't ignore the confusion that comes with it. What does this attraction mean? Is it just a passing feeling, or is it the start of something more complicated? It's hard to keep my thoughts from drifting to them. There's a magnetic pull, something that makes me want to know them better, but at the same time, I'm hesitant, unsure of what that might mean for everything else. The feelings I have for them are undeniable, but also complicated. I can't help but wonder if I'm seeking something I don't fully understand, or if this attraction is the start of something deeper. I never thought I'd be in this position, caught between the thrill of attraction and the fear of crossing a line. But here I am, feeling drawn to someone else in a way that's both exciting and terrifying. There's something undeniably magnetic about this person. Every glance, every smile seems to pull me closer, yet I'm torn between the thrill of attraction and the fear of what it might mean for everything else in my life. I find myself thinking about them more often than I should, caught in a whirlwind of curiosity and desire. It's not just about physical attraction. There's something deeper, something my heart is struggling to understand. I never expected to feel this way, especially when I thought I had everything figured out. Now, every thought seems to circle around this one person, and it's both exhilarating and unsettling. The mind can play tricks when you're attracted to someone else. Questions arise, feelings get confused, and it's hard to separate what's real from what's just desire. I keep wondering if I'm seeking something that's missing or if this is just a passing phase. It's as if every interaction with them leaves a mark on my soul. I can't help but wonder if what I'm feeling is more than just physical. It's as though they've awakened something in me I didn't even know existed. I'm constantly trying to make sense of this attraction. It's not just about their looks. It's about how they make me feel alive, curious, even vulnerable. And yet, I don't know how to navigate this new emotion without feeling guilty. There's a pull, a desire to be closer, to explore what could be, but at the same time, there's hesitation, a fear of crossing lines that I'm not ready to cross. The feeling of wanting but not knowing is overwhelming. Sometimes I think about them in the quiet moments, and it's like my heart races for reasons I can't explain. I'm conflicted between what I know is right and what my heart seems to want. It's an inner battle I can't seem to win. Attraction can be powerful, but it's not always simple. The more I think about them, the more I question my own desires, trying to distinguish between fantasy and reality. This person has taken over my thoughts in ways I didn't anticipate. It's like they have this silent hold over me, making me question everything I thought I knew about myself and what I want. The connection feels deep, even if it's only in my mind. I can't deny the pull I feel toward them, even if it's only a fleeting moment. The problem is those moments keep growing stronger, leaving me in a constant state of confusion. Attraction isn't always a simple thing. It's complicated, layered, and unpredictable. What I feel for this person is no exception. I'm drawn to them in ways that don't always make sense, but they're there, undeniable and real. When I'm around them, everything else fades away. It's like the world disappears and I'm left with nothing but the feeling of wanting to know more, to be closer, to understand what this attraction truly means. I keep finding myself lost in thought, wondering if this attraction is a sign of something deeper. But what happens if it's just a passing desire, something fleeting? I'm torn between wanting to know more and fearing what it might lead to. There's an intensity in how I feel about them, but it's mixed with uncertainty. Part of me wants to lean into it, to see where it could go, while another part holds back, afraid of the consequences. Every time I see them, my mind races with thoughts I can't control. It's as though something inside me is urging me to act on this attraction, but I'm unsure if I'm ready to take that step. I can't help but think about the future whenever I see them. There's an undeniable chemistry, a magnetic pull that makes me wonder if this attraction could lead to something real, or if it's just a moment in time that will fade as quickly as it came. My mind is a battlefield right now. Part of me wants to be closer, to explore what's between us, while the other part is unsure of what it all means. It's like I'm caught in between my desires and my fears. The more I think about them, the more I realize how much I don't understand about my own feelings. There's a mix of attraction, curiosity, and a desire for something more, but I'm not sure what that more even looks like. Attraction can be a beautiful thing, but it can also be confusing. I'm drawn to them in ways that feel natural, yet I can't escape the feeling that there's something I'm missing, something I need to understand before I move forward. This feeling of attraction is consuming. Every thought I have seems to center around them, and I'm not sure if it's just a passing phase or if this is something deeper that I need to explore. It's strange how someone can capture your attention in a moment, only for that attention to grow into something far more complex. My feelings for them are evolving, and it's hard to know if I should act on them or keep them to myself.